Okay, close that door, baby.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh. You are now listening to an all women's podcast. Maybe I can't relate. Maybe I can't relate.
What's good and what's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Maybe I Can't Relate. I am your host with the most. I'm Anni Loc. That's right. I go by AnniLoc.com if you want to call me that, because that's who I am. Like, it's going to be AnniLoc.com, .net, .org, and period. You know what I mean? It's like period.com. That's where that came from. Then eventually I had made a website actually called AnniLoc.com. Is my little roots showing? Anyway, I had made a website called AnniLoc.com, and I was selling clothes on there. I still own the domain, but you guys gotta just hold tight and be patient on that dropping again, because I'm definitely working on I'm working retail actually for myself, not for anybody else. So like I'm just getting educated on that and getting involved and getting my store going again, because I had switched it from being even a retail shop. I switched it from like selling dresses and women's clothes and stuff. I switched it to like all music, and I had like trouble figuring out which way I wanted to take it. Like, okay, which way do I go? But something I want to tell y'all artists out there, like as an artist, you're always who you are, and it's not like that important to get too wrapped up on who you need to be as an artist, because the more true you are to yourself and the things you really do in everyday life, the more that's going to relate to the people who like to listen to your music and stuff like that. But anyway, we got a great show ahead for you guys. The topic of today's show is actually, it's a serious topic. I know I always do this to y'all. If you listen to me, you know that it's always a serious topic, because I'm going to be giving you hashtag free game. I'm going to be giving you information and knowledge that I have. And that's just what time it is. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. I hope you poured you a drink. Oh, I haven't. I guess I need some assistance with that. I don't have a drink in here. But anyway, hint, hint. I'm giving somebody a hint to maybe help me get a drink going in this mug. But other than that, the show is sponsored by King's Castle Entertainment. And you can find our movies on kingscastleent.com. This show is about, it's about what all the shows are about, okay? Like, I'm going to tell y'all the topic. Like, just wait. Just keep waiting. Like, I'm going to tell you. Like, I promise I'm about to tell you. But just keep listening, okay? So every time I do the Maybe I Can't Relate podcast, which is what you're listening to right now, every time I do this podcast, I'm mostly just trying to get women to understand that we can relate to each other. We are so catty sometimes. Like, I have to say we, because I'm a woman. Like, I even sit here and do fashion police. And like, people might look at that like, oh my God, we always just find all kind of reasons to judge each other. However, I do stand 10 toes down. I do have a disclaimer for fashion police. It's all about fashion for me. I could care less what these people do in their everyday lives. So that's what I like to do. And I feel like I have a good eye for fashion, and it's something that I love. Like, people don't understand fashion for real. Like, it is art. Like, it is an embodiment of art because you wear it. It's who you are because it's what you live in. You know what I'm saying? So definitely being a person who loves fashion, doing fashion police here every week with y'all has been a highlight of my week, and it's been pretty fun and all of those types of things. So you've been enjoying it. I do want to let y'all know my Cash App. If you would like to hit me on Cash App, my Cash App is $Lola Gotti 23. It's LOLAGOTTI 23. And my Cash App is called Lola Gotti 23. It's kind of Lola is kind of a play on Lolo. My name is Anni Loc, and it's been Anni Loc for a while. I'm a recording artist. You can find my music on all streaming platforms. It's kind of unique the way I spell my name, Anni, and I spell it like that on purpose. It's not spelled the regular way of Annie. It's spelled my own special kind of way because my father's name was Andy, Andi. I mean, his real name's Anderson, but his name, rest in peace, his name was Andy. Everybody called him Andy. So that's just kind of like our thing. Like, it ends in I instead of IE, I guess. And also, Anni Loc is a name that's sentimental to me also because I got it from, as a teenager, just from being a person who knows how to rap. And yeah, that story is out there if you want to search that, if y'all give a damn about going into that. However, I'm just speaking on my name. So I'm Anni Loc. You can find me on all streaming platforms. Like I said, so I was trying to tell y'all the topic of today's show because I'm always trying to get women to relate to each other and just see things from different points of view. So today is no different. Today we're about to get into a real juicy topic. And today's topic is people who stay together for years and don't get married. People who stay together for years and don't get married. So we're going to be listening to videos from both sides, different sides of the equation. And I'll tell you my standpoint and what I really think about that topic. So without further ado, we're going to get into the segment that we've all been waiting for, Fashion Police. Today at the Fashion Police. Before we start the pictures, though, hold on a second. Today on Fashion Police, my red carpet. What do I call it when I get in my little police car and I'm like top flight, fucking flashlight, Fashion Police? Yeah, I'm riding with my flashlight on the red carpet, and today it was only couples. So couples on the red carpet is our Fashion Police topic today. Here we go, y'all.
And that is the sound of the Fashion Police, brought to you by Anni Loc from @AnniLocBeauty.
She has 2 Fendi purses and a silver Lexus.
I hear her hair's insured for $10,000.
I hear she does car commercials in Japan.
Her favorite movie is Varsity Blues.
One time she met John Stamos on a plane.
And he told her she was pretty.
One time she punched me in the face. It was awesome.
That's right. If I punch you in the face during Fashion Police, it's going to be fucking awesome. If I detain you or put you in handcuffs, it's going to be fucking awesome. If we give you compliments, then just go ahead and walk your walk. And you know what I'm saying? Just thank us later because we are the Fashion Police.
That's right. The Fashion Police is sponsored by Anni Loc Beauty. Anni Loc Beauty is an online fashion boutique and also hair braiding studio in Riverview, Florida. So shout out to Anni Loc Beauty because, we like her and we love her. And, she's hot and go over there and shop beauty products and stuff like that. I'll display them on the Instagram. And beyond that, just thank you for your support. You guys can feel free to send comments in the chat. I am about to turn the chat on. You can also feel free to join me on YouTube. If you're listening out there, join me on YouTube. You can watch the stream. And it's kind of important to watch the stream because Fashion Police, I'm trying to tell y'all what they're wearing, but you have to fucking be there. So let's get started with these pictures. The first photo that popped up is this male couple. I'm trying to find this guy's name. I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere, but anyway, these two guys, I didn't even take notes. I just was like, okay, here's the couple, and it's a whole fashion fail. It's just so flamingly crazy. I understand that the Met was supposed to be a costume affair, but this is how I pictured this actor to dress in real life anyway. His character is kind of dressed like that in the shows that I've seen him in. The one on the right. Then the one on the left, that's his boyfriend, I guess, or either his husband. And power to y'all. But I'm not a fan of the old man pants. Actually, I am. You know what? The ones on the right, those are the old man slacks. You know that they used to wear to work and shit like that. But I'm not a fan of it with this ensemble. Like, you got to be careful with the ashy clothes to me. If it looks ashy, it's going to be a no. That ashy shit. So next on the red carpet at the Met Gala, here's a couple. It's Usher Raymond and Jennifer Raymond. She had her hair sleeked all the way back. Perfect for the nice hoop earrings that she had on. She had on some type of vest with long sleeves. It looked very hot. Like, I don't know if it was cold out there or not, but they had on like these very thick materials, you know, which accentuates the expensiveness of it. Like, they saying that the designer clothes are made in China, but I just feel like you can always not, like, most of the time you can tell if it's actual, like, the best of the best fabrics and all that bullshit that they try to tell you. But anyway, Usher and his woman, I don't want to talk about the face that he got on his face because you can't take your face off. And I was telling y'all that I don't judge people personally. I just judge the clothes that they're wearing. So this is awesome. Somebody said she looking like she don't want to be there. She looked like her nails just dig into him if he does anything wrong with those sharp demon nails. But I do like those dresses. Tim's had on some dress kind of like that. And also that wrestler girl had on something kind of that same material. So next on the red carpet, the couple that I'm going to be judging their fashion sense at the Met Gala here in 2025 is Mr. Jonas and his wife. So is it Nick Jonas? Yeah, Nick Jonas and Priyanka Jonas. So her name's Priyanka. I don't know if she's like Russian or something, or if it's like a new strain of like Ankas and Ivankas and shit like that. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Every time it's a new president or something, it's like a whole stream of people that just start naming their kids all craziness. But I mean, she's a lot, like, probably way too old to be named after like Trump's kids and shit. So yeah, she a little too old to be named after Trump's kids unless they were maybe she's actually from Russia or something. So somebody said this some Titanic type shit. They do look like they're about to go down with the Titanic. They do. And she had on that little rock too. So next we have Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys. God damn. He is trying to bring back the do-rag. You got to respect this man for bringing back the do-rag. But then his wife tried to bring back the Rick James, and Rick James was never a thing to do. It was only Rick James doing that shit. So, I'm Rick James, bitch. That's how she looks. That puffer jacket is kind of interesting, though. I'm kind of feeling the big coats. I do like the big coats. And you can see the Kaepernick's hair behind them. You see that shit? That big-ass afro. He trying to make a real statement. Somebody said Harlem Nights. So next up, as the couple that I want to be the fashion police for, I want to give a really honest fashion police evaluation. Even though I'm always searching for comedic commentary, like I do want to just try to be a little bit funny, and I'm always gonna do that. So even if I do like the outfits and I like the looks or I love it, like I was literally raving. I'm raving over Sierra's look here, and they look amazing, even with the Gerber baby hair. Gerber baby. Or, Grease. It's all good. It's looking great. So I see why Usher had that look on his face. He saw Alicia Keys. I don't get that. Like, what is he supposed to do to Alicia Keys? I feel like he should stay far away from Alicia Keys at this point. So next on the red carpet was Gabrielle Union and her husband. I was about to say her favorite husband. Oh, Lord. Take a shot, Annie. Take a shot. Or is that the problem? Should I slow down, guys? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if I should speed up. How he tried her at the Super Bowl a few years ago. Yeah, that was about 1 year ago when Alicia Keys almost got kissed by Usher on stage. Just like randomly. He leaned in for a kiss. I don't know. I guess he didn't think about it. So Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union made a splash on the red carpet. I'm not sure where they were at, but this is in 2025. And I felt like, y'all know I'm coming with a joke. Let me stop telling y'all that I'm coming with a joke, because you know it's a joke because it's goofy as fuck. Because it's like, why is she hating on them? But I feel like they look like they just came from the back and they fought over that dress. You ever see a couple that been arguing and shit like that? They look like a couple that's been in the back arguing, because he's got this face of like looking very unhappy, and she's got this face of, I won. You're not wearing this dress, nigga. And then like they look great with what they wore. So she had to make that executive decision. Dwayne, keep living through your son, or pick one night a week or whatever y'all got going on in your house. But Gabrielle ain't with that. She trying to be on the red carpet with you in the tux, and the tux look real good too. I like the detail on the vest that's under it. I also like the way he's wearing his pants. Like, I think this should be a new trend. Like, this is some stuff that like we were not really paying attention to. If you look at his feet, I love when pants land on the boot like that. Like, he took time to look at that. Like, he looked in the mirror. Somebody looked in the mirror. He stood there and somebody got down there by his feet and was like, no, these pants need to fall this way. And it was proper. Halle Berry. Wait, what? What the? What? Halle Berry. She was more than a vibe, you guys. Halle Berry was an emotion. You can go on to the next picture. I think I sent you 2 or 3 of her. So look, she wasn't a vibe. She was an emotion. When I saw Halle Berry on that red carpet, I felt something. Okay, this is the new classic Hollywood. Okay, people want to reach back so far and admire the Marilyn Monroes, and they want to go back so far and just find some, like, this is it right here. This is the epitome. Like, those 80s and 90s stars are the epitome of always on guard, always, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's a professional on the red carpet, but she ain't had no panties on. We know you ain't have no panties on, Halle, and we love you, Halle. And she pulled it off, and she did it with grace, and she did it with style. Another star had on like some see-through dress. I didn't even put her picture up here. Halle did that shit, and look how it just drapes down the stairs. Like, these 80s and 90s stars that was doing movies at that time, they're professionals at this red carpet shit. Like, that red carpet shit ain't shaking her. Somebody said she don't ever wear drawers, but I bet you didn't see her with JJ. That's one thing she knows. All right. So next we have Colin Kaepernick and Nessa Kaepernick. She looks like the wicked witch that would give the little kids an apple. And he looks like the pimp from 1979 that used to get out of the old school broham and give the kids money and shit. Like, he's a good guy of the neighborhood and shit. He been smacking bitches all night. He been choking bitches. He been kicking shit. He been starting. But his shoes look like cockroaches, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, you know how, like, you ever been to somebody's house, they got a lot of roaches. Some of the roaches be like red and see-through a little bit. That's what his shoes look like. The afro, I mean, I ain't never gonna hate on the afro. You know, black power, black power, black power, black power. So yeah, I love the afro. I love her hair too, actually. I mean, what can you say? They was a fucking, I can't say it was a fail, because that was all about, the Met was all about looking like a pimp this year. We noticed that. I don't know what the theme was. Black something. Somebody said his fit was tight. He was as tight as Bishop Don Juan in 1980. What you saying? It was as tight as Bishop Magic Don Juan. He had the cape over it and everything. Like he's the Mac. He's literally the Mac. But she made sure, like, I'm not gonna be the hoe in this situation. I'm gonna be the wicked witch, of the West. So, he's eating her apple. Goldie Hawn. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, that's my next couple that I'm going to critique their fashion styles. The picture that we got on the screen right now is a very old photo of them. It's a photo of them in like the 80s or early 90s, and they had good fashion sense back then. They used to dress alike. The wicked bitch of the West, right? She's the wicked bitch of the West. So Goldie Hawn had a good fashion sense, and maybe she was dressing her man. But anyway, they look really good together. They were on the red carpet at the Met Gala here in 2025. These two popped out after being together for like 40 years. Okay, after being together for, I think, like 30 or 40 years, these two never married each other. See, that's the topic of the show today. These two have been together for a long time, and they never got married. So I'm happy that some of them pictures ain't got showed, because I'm tired of talking about people's mamas. It's becoming very disrespectful, and I just got to do it. So at least this mama was dressed okay on the red carpet. We're going to get right into our subjects and everything. I want to give another shout out to everybody that's listening online and paying attention to the content that I'm about to bring to y'all, because you know I'm dropping game. Let me check my chat. Okay, you know I'm dropping game, guys. So let me read my comments. So Halle Berry's not wearing panties because she's always ready. I feel like it's a lot of chauvinistic comments in my chat. And, you know, we stand on woman power around here. Like, it's very, like, woman power when you listening to this podcast. So we're never just going to, like, agree with you that she's not wearing drawers because she's always ready. Because that's like saying that somebody deserves to get graped, as they say. That's like saying that somebody deserves to get groped. Like, nobody deserves to get groped just because she's wearing a see-through outfit in the middle of the red carpet. So he dressed her. This is nice and conservative. I feel like the 90s was kind of like not conservative, but it was kind of like a cover up type of time. That's why Madonna was popular. Like, you know, that's why Sir Mix-a-Lot was like a thing, because it's taboo. That's why the porn industry just put Hugh Hefner out of business. Like, this shit used to be taboo. Like, you had to look in a, you know, he was making money off these calendars and magazines and all kind of stuff. So, hey. And I believe that was like some soft shit. Like, it wasn't even like, I'm not sure. Let me not act like I know. Sir Mix-a-Lot was dressing like a Seattle pimp. I don't know. I just know how he was sounding, talking about shake that healthy butt. Shake that healthy butt. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up with that shit. Buttermilk Biscuit was the song. See, I don't know a lot of his songs, but all right. Are y'all ready, girls? Let's hop into it. Are you guys ready for our topic? So let's go ahead and listen to a few TikToks. We're going to play a few videos tonight. And I'm just going to sip my drink and I'm going to react to the videos. I'm going to give y'all my opinions and stuff like that. Make sure that you tune in next week.
How we as a society always focus on the older woman who has no significant other and no child, and we shame her and call her a cat lady as if like she is such a harm to society, when really the biggest harm to society are the older men with no children and no significant other. Like, these are the people that are in the club looking at younger women, trying to sleep with younger women. They're typically very pervy, they're weird, they're creepy. And more often than not, they have these ugly bachelor pads that feel cold, but somehow ending up as a bachelor with no children, no significant other is fine, despite the fact that those are the people that are actually harmful to our society. But being a crazy cat lady who's at home knitting a fucking sweater for, I don't know, a friend's child, or on a girl's trip minding her own business is like the worst things can be.
See, this y'all problem right here. Your problem is that not everybody, so I'm going to address the person that's talking every video. I'm going to address it. Or the people that she's talking to. So this y'all problem. You worried about what everybody else is saying. That's your problem. You so worried about what the next person has to say about the lifestyle that you live. But at the end of the day, you're the one that has to live it. You're the one that has to live it. So being like, it's just different perspectives. And that's the main thing that I found, is that you can find a group that fits you no matter what stage of life you're in. So I don't see why women go against each other and kind of like make it seem like, oh, if you're not doing this, then it's wrong. If you're not independent, then it's wrong. You want to be a housewife. Or if you're not in shape, it's wrong, because you should be smaller. You should care about yourself. It's always a reason that somebody else is going to have something to say about what it is that you're doing. You know what I mean? So when she's saying, oh, why is it so wrong to be an old cat lady? She must have been sitting down on the couch like, okay, I'm single again. This motherfucker wasn't worth my time. I just got away from him, which is what a lot of so-called cat women already been through. See, this show, I'm here to give you the truth. On this show, I'm here to give you free game. So it's not that there's anything wrong with those women at all. But what I also see is like a defense mechanism, almost, like, because they think that the world sees them in a certain way, like they overcompensate. Like a lot of people just overcompensating, like, oh yeah, I'm happy, look, I'm alone and I'm happy. If you're alone and happy, why the fuck are you posted a TikTok saying that I'm alone and I'm happy? Being alone shouldn't even be a part of your thought frame, because it's a negative. Like when you think of your life, I'm helping y'all out here. When you think of your life, you should be thinking in positive terms. That means if there's something you lack, you shouldn't be focusing on that. So for you to even mention it, that means you're focusing on it. So it's something wrong with a lady with 50 to 100 cats, house smelling like funky ammonia. You know what? I met a cat lady before. She ain't had 50 cats, but she probably had like 20 cats. This lady in Alabama. And then she just loved me so much. Like she was just like, I'm going to give her all of my, I'm going to give her, like, she ended up, she's in a nursing home now. She has dementia, but like, she was a cat lady. She was a cat lady. Like I used to go pick up her mail for her. I stayed in Alabama for about a year and a half in 2023. So I used to like bring her mail and stuff. And she was really nice. She worked for the government out in DC for years. And then she ended up buying this house down in the country, and she had a lot of cats. Like one day I was helping her with groceries, bring her groceries in the house, right? Oh, and she'll give me like a few $100s. Like the lady had a little money at bank, whatever, white lady. But like she'd give me a few $100s just to walk through. She was acting like me and Rihanna was her grandkids, was her daughter and her grand. Anyway, me and the lady I took her to the fucking Walmart so she could so she can get what she need, you know what I mean? And, you know, she want to be generous. You don't let somebody be overly generous, but, you know, I let her do what she wants to do for the most part. And I'm helping her carry her things in, and very nice lady. I'm helping her carry her things in, and when her cats was dead in there on the bed, and she was like, oh my God. And I can't say that I was thinking like I never want to be like this, but of course you never want to be like that. But I feel like that's an old stage. Like if somebody's bangs in my eyes. So if somebody is really getting up in age, and we're talking about 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, and they're really like up there and they don't have certain people around them, I think that it would like make them feel like they're doing something. Like she felt like she was caring for them, I guess. So she had a huge porch though. Like, so I didn't have to go in the house. Like I just, you know, she's in Alabama. I bet she had house cats and field cats. You was going to be a house cat. Don't do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. She gonna be like that cat lady on Jeepers Creepers. So I don't really remember a cat lady on Jeepers Creepers, but I thought one of my aunts was like a cat lady because she had all these cat ornaments and stuff in her house. Anyway, let's go ahead to the next video. She had a lot of cats too, and her name was Aunt Cat.
a step
Creepy
back,
for a kid.
not be so hard, and not judge so other women that are going through things within their relationship. Not say what they wouldn't do. I think we should put on the same level of color shaming, body shaming. We should also do wife shaming. We should stop wife shaming women. Stop wife shaming them for being a wife. Stop wife shaming them for, being loyal, being faithful. Stop wife shaming them for who they are wanting to be within their marriage, how they're wanting to stay within their marriage. When things first start happening in your marriage, the first thing you want to do is you want to pray. You want to talk about it, of course. You may be angry. There's stages. And then you realize, okay, I'm a woman of God. I'm a Christian. I just can't walk away from this marriage. That was my thought. Let me pray about it. Let me go to God about it. There's nothing too hard for God. So I could not just easily snap my finger and walk away. There are women who made fun of me for staying faithful. Women would wife shame me and make fun of the fact that I was faithful. Talk about me being faithful. What am I supposed to do? Are we supposed to pay tit for tat? You don't pay tit for tat in marriage.
So yeah, you don't try to be a man because you end up asked out. Like, you think that you want to try to be, like, you can't play games all your life. So it's not always about like, let me try to win. Some people, you need to let them go. If it's an environment that's causing you to do things that are out of character, causing you to do things that make you not a good person. Because we are a reflection of the things we do. You can't sit there and be like, oh, well, I'm not a bad person in my heart, but you just constantly are doing something that's bad. So you can't sit there and be like, well, this is not who I am. Like, if that's who that person is making you into, then maybe you need to detach from that person. And what she's saying, though, is about, somebody said, stay away from women because they are jealous. It's not so much about staying away from them. It's just, don't divulge your information. Naturally, we judge based on our own frame of mind. Like, we might be like, that could never be me. That could never be me. Just because you had the same situation, but in different circumstances. And then we find it hard to relate to circumstances that we're not going through, and we love our friends. And then so when they start telling you something negative about their spouse, you going to be looking at him like, you deserve better than that girl. And they might have moved on from that situation. So at the end of the day, we can't just keep judging each other. And that's what Maybe I Can't Relate is all about. Like, you have to admit sometimes that, you know what, look, maybe I'm just not trying to relate. Maybe I just can't relate to this topic. So like that woman said, she's a person, and it's like, people out there need to realize maybe you can't relate to her. Maybe you can't relate to her walk with Christianity. Maybe you can't relate to her values. Some people value a certain corporate job. Some people value reaching a certain goal so much. You know what I'm saying? Some people value, you can have more than one goal too. I'm not saying that you have to choose like either relationship or career, because like it's what you value. And some people really actually had that value in life of like, I do want a family. I do want this. And there's nothing wrong with doing that as a woman. So we have to stop trying to make each other feel bad for anything, really, because I just see that it just goes both ways. It's like just such separate communities. There's like the community of people who are like, I might be a cat lady. Fine, be a cat lady. You don't have to attack anybody. You don't have to attack anybody, because once you leave that part of the community, it slides on into the part of the community where the women are saying, it's way better to be alone because men have done so many things in life. Listen to me. And it's just not fair. It separates us because it puts us in separate boxes, like women that believe in men with their dumbasses. And then the other boxes, like women who are avoiding men and putting walls up around themselves like dumbasses. So either way, we're dumbasses. Like it's got to stop. So somebody said, ain't nobody such thing as lady simps. I don't know what a lady simp is. A lady simp. because a simp is kind of like the opposite of a person with finesse, a player, you know? So to be a simp as a woman, I don't know what that means. Yeah, you kind of lost me. Somebody in the chat is leaving some chats, and I'm trying to figure out what you mean. So I don't like that you said I was gonna be a house cat. I'm mad that my memory is so bad, y'all. I got like the worst ADHD that I'm like super, super duper creative. Like I'm a fucking genius or something. But at the end of the day, don't say I was gonna be no fucking house cat. I wasn't gonna be a house cat. I forgot the lady's name, but like super shout out to her. Like I be on some country shit sometimes. I'm actually about to do a little bit of a banana. Like I'm getting my garden together, so I have like a little bit of like bananas and stuff that I'm planting for the summer. And they take 9 months. Banana plants take 9 months to grow. Let's play the next video.
Walking ocean. He said he's not ready to be married because of his finances. He's 47 and never been married. I had a question. He said he's not ready to be married because of his finances. He's 47 and never been married. We've been together for 2.5 years. Am I wrong for walking away?
No, you're not wrong, because first of all, you know where you want to be at in life. You know what you want. And if you've expressed that to him and he's still not budging on that, then no, he's not trying to be with you in that way. And you are not wrong for walking away. That's what I tell everybody. Look out for you.
Right.
You.
That's right.
Think about you and your future and what you want. Never let nobody hold you hostage. Always think for yourself and what you want to do and do it.
And then I'm a little worried the fact that he's 47 and never been married, and he's still saying that, you know, he's trying to get his finances together, or I'm sensing some commitment issues. Maybe he's not ready to commit.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You don't control another person. You control yourself. And you know how you want to be treated and what you want to do and where you want to be. So you make that decision on what you want and don't feel bad about it.
Yep.
It's better out there. I always say it.
That's right.
Peace.
All right. So somebody in the chat said that a man knows if he's going to marry you the minute that he stepped to you. I agree. So that's why I think it's up to a woman to kind of know what you want. First of all, don't be scared to have that conversation. I have zero understanding and empathy for a person that dates and dates and dates, and you just keep talking to somebody, but you're not bringing up what you're really looking for. That's being deceitful. If you know you want marriage, don't sit there and date somebody. 2 years later, you're mad at him because he didn't propose to you. Like, did y'all even talk about that? Like, it's literally people out here who don't believe in marriage. So what I'm saying sounds foreign to some women, but that's why I got a motherfucking podcast. So you can hear my point of view and you can hear my experience, my opinion, and my knowledge, my hashtag free game that I'm giving you, because I'm not going to lie to you. There's nothing wrong with being upfront. Stop listening to your friends. Don't take dating advice from your friends. There's hella books out there. You can look on Google, find a book. You can go to your local library and find a book. Use your friends for what your friend, not use them, but, you know, let your friends be what your friends are really for. Because some of these girls might be in your life. They might just be trying to break y'all up. They might just be hearing everything you say about him, and they can't wait until he is single. So I hate to try to tell y'all to think so defensively like that, but let's be for real. This is what we talk about here each and every week, because this is what y'all out here living. Like, you literally living it. You know you that girl. You know you trying your best to take care of yourself. You know that you take care of your man. You know that you know you care, you take care of your kids, you carry yourself well, you have goals in life. That's what you know. So you deserve what you're looking for. I mean, you deserve the things that you want out of life. You know what I mean? Like, you're not here to be playing with nobody, and you're not here to be wasting your time, unless you are. Like, I do. Like, you got to give yourself leniency too. I feel like women are too hard on themselves. Like, instead of giving yourself like, okay, I don't like to give a time frame. So I was about to say you could give yourself like 2 years and be like, okay, so I'm just gonna be free for 2 years and not take anybody serious. I tried that before, it didn't work. So if you're a person that gets pursued, you have to see what your suitors is all about. It's like really literally women out here though. I'm trying to relate to everybody because it's literally women out here who are like, I don't know what to say to a dude. I don't know what to say to a boy, like a man. Like, I don't know how to approach a man. First of all, why are you approaching a man? That's gonna be my first standpoint on that. Who you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Approach your goals, bitch. Approach what you're trying to do in life. And then, let me read some of the comments. Think about it. I shouldn't be saying this, but a man may be with you for years and don't marry you. As soon as you break up with him, he finds a wife and they are married within a year, exactly because you're the placeholder. And I didn't want to be rude about it, but I want to be very honest. And I also want to be there for the women who decide, like, I'm 30 something, I'm up in age or whatever, and I don't give a fuck that I'm not married. And I agree with you. You shouldn't give a fuck. Because you shouldn't give a fuck. Who's to say that you were supposed to settle? If that's really what you wanted, who's to say you're supposed to settle and let this person, if you're a placeholder for him, then he's a placeholder for you. Why are you spending so much time with a placeholder? And that's what we fail to accept. Some people are lessons. Some people are there for a lesson and they're there for a season and a reason. So Zoe is in the chat. Hi, baby. He says she may not be doing the things that require for his wife to do, or she may want to wear the pants like Gabrielle Union marriage. Well, I won't speak on Gabrielle Union's marriage because, like you said, it's a marriage. So that's their business. Like, whatever, even if he wants to wear stilettos tomorrow, like, that's their marriage. You know what I mean? Our comments can be our comments, but he's made that commitment to her, and that's the commitment that they have together. So power to them and respect to that. So, I'm speaking on the girls who are confused. You're confused because you went into the situation trying to be deceitful. I sound like I'm against people, but I'm being honest. Like, if you be so for real and upfront, I'm not telling you to be so upfront that you tell them that your bills is past due right away. You tell a motherfucker your bills is past due. If you starting out, like, I don't know, like, if you're starting out telling somebody that your bills is past due or your personal situations and stuff that you're going through, I understand that it might be because you trust this person, but that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, only certain information needs to be divulged. So it says, sometimes it's the woman's mouth. I be getting lost, y'all. Sometimes it's the woman's mouth that stopped them from getting married. And that's putting the blame on women. So I want y'all to be careful of that out here too. Like, a lot of men are trying to put the blame on you. And that's the reason why they're not marrying you. Like, move on and get the person that's for you. Like, it's a world full of people out here. And if you want to follow somebody around and chase them around, wait for them forever, then do that. But it's no guarantee that he's going to just switch it up and want to marry you. And y'all might have been together for a long time because it's something that you've been into since y'all youth. Y'all might have just been together since y'all was so young that y'all really don't even know life without each other. But it's up to you to decide what it is that you really want in life. So somebody in the comments said, if he 50 and still broke, girl, you better run. This is blasphemy. Any man in his 40s and never married and has no kids is a red flag to me. He's a lifelong player and he's smart at it. I agree. It says no one is perfect, but if you're over the age of 30 or 35, have no financial stability or discipline, I'm running. It will take you down with them. I agree. Don't be affiliated with something that's not going to be good for you. And it's actually a green flag. If he's been married before, it's always a green flag for us. My daughter was married at 18 and was still married 17 years later. That's a lot of growing together that has to be done in a long marriage like that. So if somebody said, what that have to do with me? My bills are paid. Exactly. Like, you don't want to come and bring your personal business to him super early. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to, like, be bringing your personal everything to him, but at the same time you want to know, like, are you looking for marriage out here? Like, what you dating for? Because this is what I'm kind of dating for, and like y'all should meet on that platform first. And I'm a firm believer in that. That's the first platform where you meet at. Like once I was ready to get married, that's the first platform where I met at. Like, you're not even a suitor. You're not even a suitor. Like, we're not even about to play games. Like, you know, because there's plenty of people out there who like to, now I wouldn't even say play games. Like, it's people out there that's honest about what they do. They're honest about sleeping around. You know what I mean? And it's like, cool. All right, cool. I respect them kind of people too. Just be honest about what it is that you want. Like, don't lie and say you want something lasting and then you just want to have sex. That's high school shit. That's junior high shit. Don't say that you want a fling if you're gonna be in love and being weird the next week. That's the day and age where we're at. It's 2025. People are literally saying what it is that they want. If you want another man, get another man. If you like to wear stilettos as a man, wear stilettos as a man. There's no reason that us as straight people can't get it right with this marriage thing. It's no reason y'all not talking about that ahead of time. So if you're in a situation where years went by, I have sympathy and empathy for it. If it's like a high school sweetheart and like all these years pass and at your young mind, you expected it to turn into something. But if you at your big old age of 28 and 29, 38, 39, 48, 49, and you dating motherfuckers and you like, oh man, this dude, he 50, he still want to be at the club every night. Now we arguing, y'all acting like y'all 20 and he's 50. And guess what? You should have tried to check into that in the first place, because most of them will be honest with you, like, because it's going to scare them. Like, once you mention marriage, that shit's going to scare them. Like, what? Why are you asking me that? I don't want to marry you. I just met you. Like, bitch, I don't want to marry your ugly ass. Like, that might start an argument with y'all. You know what I mean? You might be offended. He thought you wanted to marry him. Like, it's just that you're not going to get to talk to me and entertain me if we're not dating to get to know each other to a higher level. And that's how you should be if you want to get married. That's just my advice. Let's go ahead and play the next video.
Housewife is not a reward. Being a woman of leisure is a reward.
Well, that's the same thing.
No, they're not. No, they're not. If you're a woman of leisure, if you are a woman of leisure, you don't have responsibilities. Your responsibility is being a woman of leisure. If you are a housewife, you maintain and you manage the house. That's not a reward. It's a job. Whether it's only 20 hours a week, it's still a job.
If there's no
if you trying to reward me because I was there through the tough times, let me be a woman of leisure. Let me be a kept woman. That is a reward. Rewarding me with washing dishes is not a reward.
All right. Shout out to hashtag 8 at the table. Hashtag 8 at the table. Shout out to them. For that video clip where this very, very angry lady, somebody even my comments even said, she's very angry. She talks angry. Run, Forrest, run. I agree. And I don't like her red lipstick. And I don't like that you bite your nails. And I'm not judging you, but you just seem very angry. Very angry and like, oh my goodness. I just couldn't disagree with her more. Because first of all, a lady of leisure, from my understanding, like if I pop my collar right now, I'm gonna say that's what I feel like I am when I'm, I'm at my husband, like that's a fucking pimp. What are you talking about, a lady of leisure? What are you talking about, a lady of leisure? Like your husband is not supposed to provide for you to be a lady of leisure. Like a lady of leisure is really like got her feet up and kind of like floating through life, just doing what feels great to her. So you could still be a lady of leisure and be married because that's what feels great to you. So I don't understand why she's relating it to what a man is supposed to give you. Like if you are who you are, then you are that person regardless. And that's what we got to understand. Stop coming into these relationships thinking somebody's supposed to add to you. Oh, you make me complete. No, we're better together, but you don't fucking complete me because I'm already complete and whole. I'm already healed from whatever I've been through in my childhood. I'm already learning who I am. I already know what's my flaws. I already, like it's a lot of things that come along with it. And for her to just be like, you need to provide for me to be a lady of leisure. Like, it just sounds very angry and just very coming from the wrong place. Can you play that clip again? Because like her bald-headed ass kind of like, and I'm gonna call you bald-headed because your hair is all cut like bald, like yeah.
Not a reward. Being a woman of leisure is a reward.
That's the same thing.
No, they're not. No, they're not. If you're a woman of leisure, if you are a woman of leisure, you don't have responsibilities. Your responsibility is being a woman of leisure. If you are a housewife, you maintain and you manage the house. That's not a reward. It's a job. Whether it's only 20 hours a week, it's still a job.
If there's no
If you're trying to reward me because I was there through the tough times, let me be a woman of leisure. Let me be a kept woman. That is a reward. Rewarding me with washing dishes is not a reward.
Okay, this is what I want to say about that is that I hate when bitches bring up, oh, well, you gotta clean, you gotta take care of the household. Don't you take care of your fucking household already? When my husband met me, I was already taking care of my fucking household. I was already wiping down my furniture and making sure my shit was straight, making sure my patio was okay. So that's what I don't understand. And y'all are not winning anything with that debate. It's just showing so much hate. And I want us to come together a little bit better than that. Like, that's some hateful ass shit to be like, oh, well, you cleaning the house and you cleaning the house. Bitch, I clean my house when I live by my fucking self. I clean my house when I live by my fucking self. Do you? Do you not make your bed because it ain't a motherfucking nigga in it? Do you not make your bed? Do you not change your sheets because you ain't fucking in them? You're supposed to. I mean, I think you're supposed to. So I just don't like that debate. So somebody said she better get with the motherfucking dishes. Where is Ike when you need him? Somebody said she better lay off them steroids. She scares me more than the boogeyman himself. Her arms are pretty big. Like, she real aggressive with that. She said you gotta be she basically gonna debo you. So yeah, she is a lady of leisure because she said she's pimping out here. Like, you ain't, well, that's not even a lady of leisure. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, a lady of leisure it's just a vibe for real. It's a way of dress. Like, like the little button down collars. And then you're like kind of like frequenting places where it's like where the rich people go at, like the country club, like the golf and play tennis and shit like that. Like, that's leisure. Like, you're a lady of leisure. Like, you just be at the leisurely places, like you go out, you're leisurely. You understand? Like, what do people call leisure? They call it smoking my weed. They call it going to the golf course. They call it, being on the boat. That's a lady of leisure. Like, you're just doing what you do. Like, you have connections that allow you to do these things. So she wants some man to come and be her connection so she can live that. And it don't really work like that. I'm not trying to be a hater, but it don't really work like that. So she said rich people trick too. She want to trick with the rich people. Somebody says a lady of leisure. I get it. Yeah, lady of leisure. We might have to do a whole show about that. But like, a lady of leisure, it can be defined in different ways. Like, it actually could be an escort for real. Rich people trick too. Okay, I read that already. Do we got another video online? I think we got one more video with the guy. He was never been married. He's like 50 something. He never been married before. Okay, so no, we didn't get the last video with the guy that it was just some guy. He said that he had a few relationships, never been married before. And people in the comments was kind of like, interview the women that he was with. I'm sure they have different stories, and they're like 3 kids, never been married, but they stay going in on women. Make it make sense. Yeah, stay going in on women. Always trying to talk about how women, let me use about 3 minutes to do this. Okay? Because men are always talking about, don't nobody want a woman that she do this. Don't nobody want a woman that she do that. Like, half of the men that are talking shit about women, they're not even something that you want to be with in the first place. So what's the point of caring? That's one thing that you got to pay attention to. Like, if you don't care to be with somebody, then you shouldn't care what they think. Like, if you don't care to be on the level with somebody, you shouldn't care what they think. Like, oh, people think that cat women are so lonely and miserable. Bitch, why the fuck are you on TikTok making a TikTok? And I'm gonna chastise you. Why are you on TikTok making a TikTok while you sitting on your couch thinking about how people say cat women are gonna be lonely because you done typed it into the internet? And it's brought you up 100 videos of people who can relate to that sad scenario. Any sad scenario you come with is people on the internet that can relate to it. And they're just going to feed into what you really think. And sometimes it can give you clarity. But I see a lot of people using Chat GPT for clarity. And I mean, go ahead. Don't go ahead if that's helping you. But, you know, get off of the internet telling people that all cat women aren't sad, and just live your life. Don't project onto your future that you're going to be a cat woman. Enjoy your life. Like, y'all put too much pressure on yourself. Are you really trying to impress men? They supposed to be impressing you. And I don't give a fuck how cute he is. He's supposed to be impressing you. Anytime you feel like you have to impress a man, you shouldn't even be around that motherfucker, because he's got the ability to humble you. Do you need to be humbled, or do you need to be brought up? Do you want to be humbled, or do you want to be brought up? So at that point, it's your choice. Like, your self-esteem is your choice. Like Cat Williams said, how am I bringing down your self-esteem, bitch? It's self-esteem of you. It's called self-esteem. It's esteem of your motherfucking self. So you have to be responsible for who you let into your aura, who you let into your space, who you let into your world, who have the power to say certain things. Like, you know, like, my block list is real long. Like, it's not enough clout in the world for my peace to be disturbed. So I'm gonna read a couple more comments and we're gonna hit y'all with the outro. Somebody said that escort is a high price trick. Somebody said, yeah, I agree. Men are the prize. I feel everybody should feel they are the prize, but don't feel like you're the prize over your spouse. That's where we mess up at. Y'all want to go to war. I feel like anybody that wants to go to war with the opposite sex is gay. Anybody that wants to go to actual war about who's the prize is fucking gay. Like, if you feel women are that great, bitch, be with a woman. And fellas, if you feel that men are just the greatest prize of all, then you should go get you a golden penis. Okay. Go find a man with one, because that's what you like the best. Okay. So most of all, women are gay. A lot of them are, and you know it. Somebody said, I agree with all y'all. Somebody said, I agree that men are the prize. Don't come with that. Somebody said they supposed to impress us. We are the prize. Oh, y'all in the chat talking together that men are the prize. Men are the prize. Good for you. Feel that way. And, you know, I would encourage you to, you know, feel like the prize to some certain extent, but then that means you deserve a prize. Like, look, one's got to be the prize and one's got to be the winner. With the feminine and masculine, here's the real concept of it. See, y'all be making me get deep. Y'all gonna end up making me get deep on this podcast. Okay. Where does a prize come from? A prize comes from a competition. Who gets the prize? The winner. So the man should be trying to be the winner, not the prize. Okay. Okay. The man should be trying to be the winner. The man is the winner. He's not going to be the prize. He's going to be the one holding the fucking prize. So get it together. And I want y'all to have your minds right. If you guys come in here and join me again, thank you for being in the chat and all of that. But this is a woman's podcast. I'm talking to the women, definitely catering to my women, making sure that they know the truth about the world. So sometimes when y'all come in here, if you feel a little confused, you know what I'm saying? I can set you straight, turn you around, put you back on solid ground, and, you know, get your mind right. Because yeah, men are not the prize, okay? Men need to try to win the prize. And some people teach a different philosophy. Go to their channels and listen to that. All right? Peace.
Okay, close that door, baby.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh. You are now listening to an all women's podcast. Maybe I can't relate. Maybe I can't relate.